All right. Let me know if anybody's in the chat so that way I can start talking to you guys because we need to talk about Vaughn leaving Activision. We definitely need to talk about it. Mm-hmm. Such a happy day, man. Looking at all this stuff, David Vonderhaar is retired from Call of Duty. We're doomed. Oh man. Yep. David Vonderhaar leaves Treyarch and Call of Duty. Yep. 3 years ago, Nero made a video talking about Vaughn gone. What's this? 5 hours ago, David Vonderhaar officially leaving Call of Treyarch. Yep. Everybody's making videos about this. I say good for him. I say good for him. Good for him. I couldn't be happier for Vaughn. Couldn't be happier for Vaughn. I mean, first of all, are you guys happy or sad that Vaughn is gone now and leaving Treyarch and Call of Duty? That's what I want to know. I want to see how people feel about this. Chelsea King, what's up? Definitely good for him. He's been at the company for probably 20 years now. He's earned the right. Yeah, he's certainly earned the right. But there's more to it than that. It's the fact that he gets to focus his energy on something that actually appreciates him and his talent. Right? Something that truly gets to like appreciate him and his talent. Does Activision and Call of Duty appreciate anybody? No. The answer to that is no. They don't appreciate anybody. Um, I mean, now, I mean, can you imagine? Like, some people are saying, like, is Vaughn gonna work for X Defiant, or is he gonna work at X Defiant? It's like, no, it's gonna be an undisclosed game. So, hello, Laura. 100%. That's why Infinity Ward Duo left back in 2010. They're a scummy company, unfortunately. Yeah, and they actually, fun fact, Chelsea, they they sued Activision and won. You know, because Activision like refused to pay them stuff that they were supposed to pay them, and they ended up suing them, and they won. Now Von der Haar will have the creative freedom to do what he likes. Yes, yes. But the thing is, like, he's gonna be working. He's not. I don't think he's gonna be work. I don't think he's creating his own studio. I think what he's doing is, I think he's joining somebody. So could be joining one of his pals. You never know. But it's exciting though. I mean, Vaughn can make a brand new arcade shooter. To be honest, he can make a brand new arcade shooter that can just, knock the socks off of everybody. And I'm actually glad he's not going with X Defiant, because X Defiant is like, they've already got Mark Rubin, they've already got Aches, they've got plenty to work with over there. So there's really, you don't need you don't need more than one master chef in a kitchen. So he's perfectly fine going wherever he's going to end up going, in my opinion. So I think it's better that way, because the more different kinds of arcade shooters get released, the better. That's what we need as fans and as people. That's truly what we need, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, that's really what we need. And it'll be super necessary for competition to COD and other arcade shooters as well. More competition is better for the genre rather than Vaughn joining X Defiant. Yeah, yep, competition is good. Maybe people like Tony Flame and people close to Vaughn might even walk with him. Yeah, well, as far as I know, Tony Flame is not there anymore. Tony Flame is not with Treyarch, as far as I understand. That's the thing. It's like, we don't know everybody that works at Treyarch anymore. A lot of them have left. A lot of key players have left. It's like that's like the Chicago Bulls, having all the key players gone, but yet Michael Jordan is staying. Michael Jordan can have an amazing impact, but still, he's not going to get you to the championship because all those other players helped as well. I'm super out of touch then, haven't really paid attention to this Dusted franchise since. Hey, let me tell you, you're perfectly fine for not paying attention to this Dusted franchise, because I've only kept my eye on it just for shits and giggles, to be honest. You've done a lot better for yourself and your mental health by staying the hell away from the franchise, and rightfully so. Plus, we got you know, X Defiant coming. So I mean, yeah, and the more arcade shooters, the better. The more arcade shooters, the better. We need them. We got to have them. They are a very crucial part of gaming, and there's not enough of them. That's the problem. There's not enough of them. And yet they have all the potential in the world if done right. %. If I want to play COD, I'll go back and play Black Ops 3 again. Still full lobbies in a game with actually had thought put into it. Yeah, that's the funny thing though. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know or have forgotten that actually, um, with Black Ops 3, Vonderhaar wasn't involved as much as we thought he was. As far as the multiplayer goes, Vahn was not involved with the multiplayer as much as we thought he was. Why COD has been able to get away from the nonsense and they've been pulling since 2019 because there's no other games like COD and there's, yeah, they're offering viable competition. I mean, 100% that the game itself is gonna do very well. The game itself is going to do very well. It's going to do fine as far as X Defiance is concerned. It's just, if anything, it might take a small slowdown because of everything going on with COD, unfortunately. But I think X Defiance popularity will increase. That's what I think. And it's just amazing to me how people are like so sad about it. It's like, dude, no, you know, you should be happy. You shouldn't be sad. You know, be happy for the man. He's leaving a franchise and a company that didn't, you know, appreciate him as much as he should have been appreciated. The way I see it, at least. Very true. He scaled back in Black Ops 3 and fully stopped working on multiplayer in Black Ops 4. You start to see the multiplayer reducing quality since Black Ops 4. Yeah, but I think it's also the fact that I think a lot of developers left Treyarch. You know, that's what I think happened. Like a lot of developers left Treyarch. You know, Vahn can only do so much by himself. There's only one guy. You know, I mean, he was a community manager as well, but you know, again, he's just one guy. Let's let's just be real. Again, his potential if he's chained by accident. Oh yeah, I would love to know things that Activision stopped Treyarch from doing. I would love to know what that list looks like, to be honest. And my assumption is that it's a pretty long list. You know, what ended up happening is that Activision just wanted to have their cake and eat it too with the least amount of effort possible. I reckon Vahn will now be able to talk about what he could and couldn't do at Activision now that he's left. Would be very insightful. Um, there might be a little bit of a limit to that, or an extension to where maybe he can't talk about it for a while longer. That's what I think. I think there's a certain period of time that has to pass before he could talk about it. Like he can't talk about it right away. Either that, or I don't know, maybe he can after the acquisition goes through because things will be different now. I don't know. But at the end of the day, we still know that the man was limited. You know, we know that the developers limited, the man was limited. Activision just got way too involved because they think that they're just, you know, they know what they're doing better than Treyarch does. Yeah, NDAs are a clause in the contract or something like that. Pretty sure there's a few things, like for instance, like it wasn't for a while until we heard about skill-based matchmaking from Condry. Condry basically stated that it's not the devs that are responsible for that. It's Activision. So yeah, I'm pretty much guaranteeing that there's NDAs. There's no doubt that there's NDAs. Got to be NDAs. That's what they do, especially with Activision. Holy shit! Like I bet anybody who's gonna work for Activision that has to sign a contract, it must be like a lengthy contract, and I'm sure that their lawyer would be having their hands full in terms of reading the contract and explaining the contract to that client. Yeah, exactly. We give him Schofield and all the stick of it. Yeah, I mean Schofield is also a very very talented artist. Like the man knows his shit. It's just that, you know, it just so happens that a lot of developers and all these people get given a lot of shit for no reason. So the thing is with all these devs, you know, if you're working for a COD game as a dev, you're probably like, damn, I'm going to deal with a lot of shit working for this company. And it's not even going to be from the bosses, it's also going to be from the fans. I don't, you know, I really don't like that when that happens to any one of the developers, where they just get the, you know, they get the worst part of the community just breathing up and down their necks whenever things don't go the way they do it. It's like, dude, they can't even tell you that they're being held back by anything or anybody. They can't tell you, or else they're in huge trouble. Even CCOT and that community manager guy stands all the time, probably left out drive by Activision too. It's a shame. I don't know. I mean, the interesting thing about this is that I think CCOT or CSOT or whatever, I think he was in charge of Advanced Warfare. I'm sorry, not Advanced Warfare. Modern Warfare. No. Shit. Infinite Warfare, which was a very rush-friendly Call of Duty. So that's what they do. That's what Activision does. You know, the publisher is like thinks money first, and but the devs themselves they think passion first. So I don't know. I don't know. Do you think that Joe Seasod is actually like that he doesn't want his games to play like this? Let's see, I can't see it, but since it tanked in World War II and Black Ops 4 tanked sales wise as well, Activision decided to scale it down and get the biggest influx of new players. I just say let devs do what they want to do. I mean, sure, of course, it's very easy for them to kind of go off track, but I think you need to give the devs the time and the creative freedom to let them do what they do. Because I keep thinking to myself how much better those other games would have been if they were actually freedom to do it. Especially since the devs are the skilled and talented ones, they should have the creative freedom to influence. Yeah, no, there's a lot of really creative and talented devs out there. Like even with Halo and 343, you know, those guys are very talented. A lot of those people are really talented, but it's all about how you use them and how are you going to restrict them. And if you do, how do you do that? You know, there's a proper way to do that. When that happens, you're naturally going to have the motivation, passion. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty much. Because Call of Duty is still like a franchise that could bounce back, but I don't know. Anyways, it's 4 a.m. in the UK now, so I'm going to sleep. And it's a pleasure to talk with you again. Full respect for. Oh yeah, of course. Thank you. I appreciate that. It goes both ways, man. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, the developers are everything, man. You got to respect the devs, man. Got to respect the devs. So I can't wait to find out what Vaughn's working on, and hopefully it's another arcade shooter. But yeah, speaking of which, I might take like a short little cat nap, in order, to get ready before I go play pool. And for whatever reason, I don't know why. For whatever reason, I always get sleepy around this time, even if I'm in the middle of a com, and then I, like an hour or so later, I'm perfectly fine. I don't know, but unless somebody wants to talk to me about something, but but yeah, man, thank you for joining me. Get some sleep. All right, brother. Have a good night. All right. So I know that that was a short stream, about 30 minutes, give or take, um, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of shoot the shit with you guys about Vahn leaving Activision. I actually recorded a commentary. Not really any gameplay in the background though. I recorded a commentary talking about this. I may or may not post it. I'm not sure, but you know, long story short, thank you to Vahn, and I hope he's going to be a hell of a lot happier in terms of where he's going now. So, um, yeah, I got to take a short little cat nap right before I go to leave and go play pool, or I might just get up and stream. You never know. I might replace pool with streaming later on or something. I might play some Halo or some shit. You never know. Depends on my mood. Depends on what I feel like doing. I might even just clean the house or do a house project. It could be literally anything. So, all right, Laura. All right, guys. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you later.